All right, we're back. We are live here at Rockwall Ford, and now we're joined by. I love covering Kaufman. They bring the crowd to watch on the stream, and some good comments and some very good athletes. We are joined by Coach Matt McLaughlin. We're Daylon Dickerson. Sorry, excuse me. And then we have Junior Dalys Chandler.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and then senior, Vontrell Williams. Coach, gentlemen, thank you for joining us. First off, congratulations on the district championship.
Thank you.
Undefeated through district play, and I know, Coach, you got to be very proud of these young men and everybody else that's on the team. Thank you for coming. Talk about the district championship and kind of how the season went for you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Right now we're 10-0 in district. We got 2 games left in district. These guys, we have a really fun group. They're fun to watch. I get a courtside seat every Tuesday and Friday night, but they're fun to watch. They get up and down the floor. They play defense. They play hard. Our goal coming into the season, not necessarily short-sighted district championship. We just try to get better every day, and we know the results will take care of themselves.
The team overall, from where you guys started from and expectations of a district championship, how have you seen the team grow throughout the year?
Yeah, we scheduled really tough in the non-district. Daylon had an injury in football, and he missed some games early. Both these guys sprained their ankle in the fall. And so we scheduled really tough, and we lost some games we probably could have won, but we learned some lessons. Some other guys down in our lineup got some more minutes early on, and that's really helped mold us into who we are right now as a team. And we're starting to play our best basketball right now, February heading into March.
Coach, for the Rockwall community, Royce City schools that we cover, that don't know much about your program, and some of the coaches might, right? Coaches know each other, but some of the parents and students that might be watching, tell us about the Kaufman Lions and about yourself, and what kind of expectations you guys have as a school and athletic program. That's a lot there.
Well, this is my 7th year in Kaufman, and really the players are the ones who set our expectations really, really high. We've made the playoffs all 7 years. With one more win, we'll have 20 wins in 6 straight seasons. So really it's the players. They come and they work hard, and they come in the summers and they put in the extra work. So that allows us to be successful. We coach them up, but they're coachable. And we do have high expectations, and that's on and off the court. And these guys, they meet and exceed those expectations to allow us to be successful.
For some of our normal viewers that'll watch this, can you tell me about your district? Your 5A. Who's in your district?
Yeah, we're 4A. We're in there with Sunnyvale, Quinlan Ford,
4A.
Community, Caddo Mills, Farmersville, and Terrell.
When do playoffs start for you guys?
We've got 2 more regular season games, so we play Caddo Mills this Friday at home, our senior night, and then we go to Sunnyvale next Tuesday. We'll start playoffs the following week.
We're talking with Coach Matt McLaughlin of the Kaufman Lions, who they're district champions for the 2022 season, and lots of goals still in front of you, but it's obviously how you wanted to start heading into the postseason. We'll start with Vontrell on the end, the senior. First, let's have you introduce yourself. Obviously, what I mean by that is like position. What position do you play on the team?
I play guard.
You play
point guard, shooting guard, a little bit of both.
And I'd like to get your thoughts on this season. Kind of where you guys started, and all the injuries that everybody's gone through, and then to where you're at now.
I think at the beginning of the year we started off a little shaky, not what we expected, coming off how we did last year. But I think once we got into the groove of things, getting used to playing without Daylon, then getting them back, I think that we started to play well and things started to click for us.
You're a senior, so all seniors, whether you're voted a captain or you are a captain or you aren't, in my mind, you're just a leader on the team, right? The leadership on this team, how would you categorize it?
I would say it's by committee with me and Daylon. We kind of take the leadership roles on the team, and everybody just kind of falls behind us and what we do.
Coach, you had 2 seniors?
We have 5 seniors, actually.
Seniors. Okay,
yes.
gotcha. All right. And this year, you personally, How have you tried to grow and push yourself to get ready for the playoffs this year?
Coming into this year, I wanted to make sure that our team as a whole was better than we were last year. The way we ended last year, I didn't like that. And so I wanted to make sure that we knew what we had to work on coming into this year.
As a senior, you've got underclassmen, right? And even those freshmen that are out there that aren't on the team. Do you find yourself mentoring a little bit? Do you find yourself saying, hey, this is how you're going to have to get better? Because they are the future of the Kaufman Lions, and what you're doing now is leaving an impression on them.
Yes, we have a couple of younger guys, 2 sophomores on our team that I'm pretty close with, and I think they look up to me in some of the things that I do.
We're talking here with the Kaufman Lions men's basketball team who last night with a win, they are now district champions, and a couple more regular season games, and then we'll get started in the postseason. Daylon, senior as well, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
can you talk about this, the makeup of this team and what you enjoy about it?
I mean, the makeup of this team, like Coach McLaughlin teaches, is all about culture, setting the culture for the future team, just doing the right thing every single day, no matter how you feeling. Just the little things that matter, and I think he teaches us that very well. I enjoy the team just because, like as he said, it's very fun to be with these guys. I mean, I played against Vontrell in Little League, like small Little League, and so I just been knowing him. Same with some of my other guys on the team, and just going against them every day in practice, being in the locker room with them. I mean, it's just an experience that I won't ever get back. So.
Yeah, he talked about an injury in football and going through some adversity to get back to where you are. Just for athletes, that maybe they get an injury. Can you talk about battling back and just keeping your head on with that?
Commitment. Woke up early every day just to go to therapy in the trainer's office. I mean, it sucks. It sucks watching on the sideline, knowing that you could help the team produce. Like you feel like you let them down just a tad bit whenever you're injured. But like I said, it's commitment, and it wasn't easy. I mean, it was painful, but I mean, I'm glad I'm back. So.
Coach said you guys are starting to play some of your best basketball. How much better can you guys get as you start to get closer to the postseason?
So much better. I mean, yeah, we're undefeated in district, but there's also those tiny things that could improve a team by so much. And he preaches every day 1% better. So, I mean, I feel like if we just keep getting 1% better, it would help us in the postseason.
I agree. I mean, you just got to keep going, Coach, right? I mean, just keep plugging away. I try to watch some of these motivational videos, and it's like practice makes, and then people say perfect, and he's like, no, it doesn't make perfect, right? You just got to keep going and try to get better because you can always better yourself every day. We're here talking with the Kaufman Lions, the men's basketball team. We'll move to the middle with Dalys Jr. Is that correct? What position do you play on the team?
I'm labeled as a forward. I could really play anything, though.
Yeah, versatile coach. I mean, he just kind of moves around, do what you got to do.
He does what we need him to do.
Yeah.
He just fills whatever void we have.
I'd like to get your take on this season and kind of, where you think you guys started and where you feel like you guys are at.
At the beginning of the season, we missed Day, like, in some of the games. We feel like he could have provided a lot, but me and the rest of the team, we ended up getting some of the stuff done. But ever since then, we've gotten a whole lot better, and we got to the point where we can win consistently.
What did you find, when you're missing a piece? What did you find out about yourself and about the team, to try to make yourself better and say, hey, it's just next man up. We got to do what we got to do. What did you find out about yourself during that time?
About myself, I found out that it takes a lot to just step up and fill a hole that you're not used to filling.
And the team, how would you say the team around, you guys responded to that kind of, I'm sure they were kind of thinking the same thing.
They definitely responded well, and we ended up pulling through with some of the stuff.
Do you play any other sports?
I run track.
You run track? Okay, so that's the track season's coming up, right? So, but you have to tell the track coach.
Not for a while.
No, we got things to do for a little while. Coach, just on the players, if you will, you could elaborate, down on the end with Vontrell. Just kind of talk about him and what he means to your program.
Yeah, I mean he can do it all on both ends. He's got great length. He's really, in the summer, he really just improved his game as far as being able to score. He's improved his range. He's a big three-point threat for us. Teams have to guard him coming across half court. He's made the most threes on our team. He can get to the basket whenever he wants to. He's a long defender that can guard the other team's best guard. He rebounds for us. And really in district, one of the things that I've liked the most is his assist numbers have gone way up. He loves to see his teammates get open shots. Sometimes he's getting more of the attention, but he shares the ball. And, that makes our team so dangerous when he's finding open shooters on top of what he can do as far as putting the ball in the hole.
16.5 points this season on average, or is that correct?
I believe so, and I think he's close to 18 or 19 during
around
district.
7 rebounds, 3.5. It leads the team with 66 three-pointers made, so obviously a key in what you guys are trying to do along the way. You sent me some notes. I'd like to know, Coach, what you think the team learned from beating number 2 Dallas Carter in January of this year, and how that's spilled over the success from that.
Sure. Like I said, we scheduled really tough. We played Lake Highlands, DeSoto in a tournament. They're both ranked in 6A. We played some other ranked 4As in December, and we lost those games, and we felt like, man, if we're really healthy, we could probably win those. So it was disappointing to lose some of those, but these guys all got rest on their legs over Christmas break, and we really came out of the break healthy, and that was really the first game where I felt like we were fully healthy. It was our real team that we had hoped to have the entire season, and to go to their place and beat them by 9. It was a real confidence boost for these guys, and kind of a measuring stick to see this is the team we really thought we'd have the whole year, but we're there now, and we're going to keep getting better. So that was a cool experience for these guys, and they know that they can play with the best teams in the state.
About Daylon, senior, McDonald's All-American nominee, all-regional selection last season. Obviously plays a big part in your team, but what do you see that from him that kind of pushes everybody else?
Yeah, I mean the thing with all these guys really is, in our district we are the most talented team. We are, but we're also the team that plays the hardest. So these guys, they give top effort. Like, they're diving on the floor for loose balls, and when teammates see their best players diving on the floor, taking charges, Daylon takes a lot of charges, then there's no excuse for anyone else not to do the same. When they put in extra work and they come to the weight room before school and they do those extra things, leading by example, that filters down into the rest of our team, and it's cool to see from my perspective.
Daylon, you guys, 20-6 last year. You advanced to the regional tournament last year. What's going to push you guys a step further and trying to win the last game played this year, in the 4A UIL tournament?
That taste in our mouth after that loss last year. We went into that game knowing it was going to be a tough game. Number one, Faith Family. But definitely we went into that game. He was injured with a broke toe, and I feel like that was our edge. With him being healthy last year, I feel like we really could have beat them. And now with all of us healthy, I feel like there's no – if we play to our full potential, we can play any team in the state.
Didn't play on a team sport like in basketball. I did more individual sports growing up and in college. But as a coach, how nervous, do you get for these guys, or are you just excited every day to see them grow?
I just have fun, man. One of the reasons I love coaching is just helping guys do well at something that they want to do well at. So just being able to encourage them and hold them accountable and teach them the game. I love playing the game. I miss playing the game, so I want to help them do as well as they can. And it like I said, it's a fun team. The bond, you can see that continue to grow as the season goes on. We're at a real fun point of the season right now, so it's a lot of fun.
Fellas, I've got to bring them up too, and I want you guys to maybe talk about them and what you see, because you got to be around them. The girls are district champions as well at Kaufman. How proud are you guys? Is that right?
They qualified for the playoffs.
Oh,
they're
qualified
the
for
fourth
the
seed,
playoffs.
but
Okay,
they
still,
made
okay.
yeah they had
All right.
they had a
Excuse
must
me.
win yesterday, and they won the game to
That's right, I
qualify
did
for the
see that.
playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a big win for
But
them.
still, for to qualify for the playoffs, I think where I was going to kind of point was is the success that football, the excitement that was going off, and kind of when you start seeing that excitement, it just kind of bleeds into other sports. You guys' thoughts on seeing the girls have some success as well?
Seeing the girls have success is very enjoyable to watch. Just to see how excited they were after they won yesterday, because who's not going to be excited about a playoff win? And they haven't really. I don't think they've made it to playoffs in the.
It's been several years.
Several years.
And so when you have that team, and then I know the senior class, just setting examples and setting a new culture for the younger ones.
That's 100%. That's kind of it just kind of bleeds over, and that legacy that you guys are leaving, and the younger generation sees it, and so it's going to do so much for the girls program as well, I believe. We're here with the Kaufman Lions, and of course they are district champions and ranked 25th. Is that
That's
correct? Yes. And there are a couple more regular season games, and then they get set for the playoffs. Lastly, give you guys a chance to give some guys on the team a shout out, some role players, some guys that mean a lot to you guys on this team.
I'm going to go first. I'm going to shout out DK Jones. It's our little point guard. He's probably one of my best friends on the team, so I'll shout him out.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going second. I got Nick McBride. He's the best shooter on the team. Me and him been friends since like second grade.
He's questioning it, but I like the competition there. I like it. And then right here,
I'm gonna give a shout out to Calvin Morrow. Probably one of the hardest workers on the team. He can excite you every day, and he's just a special one.
Yeah, Coach. Just final thoughts on the team and where you guys go from here. Obviously, it's back to work and back to practice, and but final thoughts on the team and the district championship.
Yeah, it's just been a fun year so far, but the best is yet to come. These guys just put their heads down. They come to practice every day, not getting our eyes set too far ahead of what could be, but just taking it one day at a time. And that's what's gotten them to this point, not just this season, but over the course of the last 4 years for these guys, the last 3 years for him, just putting in the work every single day. And I'm proud of them. I love them, and it's a lot of fun to coach them. So I'm excited to see what happens over the next month.
Yeah, and we'll definitely keep up with it, and we follow you guys on social media, so we'll be looking forward to it. Gentlemen, I really appreciate your time tonight, and hopefully things, the ball bounces your way, and just keep working hard, and good things will happen. So I appreciate your time tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to go. We're going to take a break. Go ahead.
If I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, something I'm curious about.
This is Trevor, by the way.
Yes, I'm Trevor. Hi, how's it going? So, something that's even more important than anything else, team chemistry, even more important than practice, pregame handshakes. So what I'm curious about, starting from the end right here, sir, what's your favorite handshake and which teammate does it with you?
Nick McBride does all the handshakes, and mine is just like a simple dap up, and then I bend over and he puts the crown on the top of my head. That's my
nice.
favorite.
You're the king, right?
Yeah.
There you go. You, sir?
I just got 2 high fives and I shake his hand. Nice and simple.
Keep it simple. Keep your game locked in. How about you, sir?
I walk up, and then I pause, and I pose, and he's taking pictures of me, and then I dab him up.
Right for that red carpet, I see.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, we're going to let these guys go, and we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will be joined by I believe the Royce City Lady Bulldogs will be coming on and join us as they win a district championship last night. Don't go anywhere. Share the page. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tucker Roofing. Really appreciate everything they do for us, and please, if you need some roofing done, go check them out. We'll be right back after this break.